Happy New Year's Day, my friends. Hope you guys are enjoying it. You know, today's the day one for 2025. And for a lot of you guys, you got New Year's resolutions, got a lot of goals this year. And to you, I congratulate you because you got a plan. But what about all you guys that are currently selling final expense? Are you losing on your lead purchases? And what do I mean by that? If you're a field agent and for whatever reason, you call your leads to set up appointments. So you just don't go out there and knock on their door like a real field guy does. You actually make phone calls, set up appointments, or you have somebody else that does that for you. Are you losing money in that function? If you're a telephone agent and you're new to telesales, are you buying a bunch of leads and finding out it's costing you money because no one picks up? That right there is a real issue. In fact, I've been talking about that for the last few years, that a lot of people don't pick up the phones like they used to. In fact, I was looking up some statistics this morning, and it was crazy to find out that 80% of people don't pick up the call. Think of that, 80%. So when they see that phone and they don't recognize it, regardless if it's in the same area code, 80% of people don't pick up. So now imagine if you're a field agent that hires somebody to do the appointment setting for you, and 80% of people are not picking up the phone. And I could confirm this because I'm on the phone every single day. The difference is I work inbounds, but I can tell you so many cases where I received an inbound and the phone hanged up, right? So it didn't make it to me to pick up completely. So I returned the call. No one picked up. 80%. If you're a telephone agent, 80%. A big percentage of those people let it just go to voicemail, then they screen their voicemail. Now, you can text message people. It's going to increase your response rates a lot better. But for a lot of you guys that are not committed, don't have a CRM system, again, are you losing money? And in most cases, you're going to find out you are. And let me share with you what I mean by that. So let's say you buy 100 Facebook leads. Shoot, television leads. And right now, a television lead's anywhere from $65 to $75. So the person sees the advertisement, whether an infomercial, whatever it is, they see it, they call right then and there. So you buy 100. Let's say in a 2-week span, because you're really trying to get out there, you're trying to get some presentations. But out of those 100, when you start calling those people back to either set up an appointment to go see them face to face, or again, you're a telephone agent, only 20 of those people pick up the phone. Think of that. Only 20 people actually pick up the phone, and that doesn't guarantee that you make a full presentation. That's just them picking up the phone saying hello. And if you're good on the phone, then you're going to have success. For all of you guys that stutter on the phone, don't know what to say, you start tap dancing, you're just going to cost yourself even more money. But think about this. Let's say you paid $65 for each one of those leads, television lead that you're calling back. And you bought 100. That's $6,500 television. But again, only 20 of them, 20% actually picked up the phone. So what is your lead cost truly? Well, you take that 6,500 divided by 20, that costs you $325 to speak to those 20 people. And a lot of you guys aren't even thinking about that stuff because no one's talking about it. So again, are you losing money on your lead system because you have to call them back? And just based on these statistics and me being on the phones every single day, let me tell you what, you are. Now, if you're buying leads, let's say at $1, I can get Facebook leads for under $2 right now that are 30 days or 24 hours, 30 days old. I could get that right now. That makes a little more sense. But again, now you still got to deal with no one picking up. You got more numbers, but again, people aren't picking up. Now, I've dialed hundreds, and I know this to be fact. So now let's say you're paying $5 and you're buying 200 of these leads, right? Because that's your idea. You're going to buy more leads to make up for the people that don't pick up. Fair enough. Those 200 at, let's say, $5 each. That comes out to $1,000. So out of those 200, 160 of them are not going to pick up the phone. Think of that. So you got 40. So out of those 40, it costs you $25 to talk to those people. But you still got to make the dials, and it's going to be a whole lot of dialing, and you got to be committed to that. Again, if you're using a CRM system and you're able to text message people, it definitely increases your pickup rates because people see the text message, then you call them back and they pick up. But most are not going to be that committed. And unfortunately, a lot of you guys aren't even thinking of this. Now, on the other hand, when you're working inbounds, now this works out better for telephone agents, not so much for a field agent. But when you got people calling you in real time and you're only paying $45 once that call goes over 2 minutes, $45. So yes, on the surface, paying extra for that inbound seems more expensive. But when you look at these issues that I'm highlighting, you're going to find out that you save money. For me, the only follow-up I do nowadays is of the people that I didn't close when I got the initial call. The days of me calling, buying leads only to call them back, those days are over. I wish it was different. But again, if what I'm saying makes sense and you're losing money on your lead system and you're not getting out there, give me an opportunity. I'll put you on. Peace.